I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch.
Hello and welcome to
the Pro Crastinators podcast.
That's right. We both missed it today.
I mean, I missed it by a little bit, and I could have done an episode mostly by myself.
You could,
but I didn't want to. I mean, what's the point? I could just talk about stuff for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you could.
I could have. I just didn't feel like it.
That's fair. I just forgot what day it was, or I forgot that we do it on Sundays, or I stayed up late last night doing work on the book. Specifically, I guess I actually had a pretty productive week. I finished making the game into book pages to my satisfaction, and now I'm writing the notes. You know, infinite jest. Wait a minute, infinite jest, endless war. Oh my god.
War and jest are so similar.
So war and peace, slime and punishment. What? I finished writing. Well, I didn't finish writing, but I've been writing the footnotes, the end of the book footnotes. Yesterday I wrote notes for I think 30 pages, and I think the whole thing is 200. So that's pretty good. And I think that there will probably be less notes per page as it gets further and further into it.
Well, I'm glad at least one of us has been productive.
It's true. It's true. I'm picking up I'm picking up the slack, sort of. I've also been I was gonna say something else, but I'll say it after. What's up?
Nothing. I've just been. I had I think an okay start to the week. I was going over the Clarissa stuff. I was doing Pumpkin Alley concept art, albeit kind of slowly because I don't know how to do that, but I was working through it.
Was it levels?
It was level designs I've had in my head, and I just needed to put down on a piece of paper.
That's
digital paper. And then come up with an enemy design on the fly, because I knew that the enemies were this and that. I just never really thought exactly what they look like, and we need that sort of information if we're gonna start modeling.
Why do you need to come up with new enemies when you're your own worst enemy?
Just pictures of me the whole through.
The game won't start unless you have your phone hooked up to your computer by micro USB, and then when it starts, it downloads your selfies and then secretly puts them on the model of the enemy. Kind of remember the Game Boy camera?
I didn't use it, but I know of the Game Boy camera.
Did you know you could take a picture of yourself and it would put your face on the boss of a little Galaga shooter?
Oh, I didn't know that.
It would do that. So it secretly does that with you with the final boss. Okay, that's my joke.
But I was doing some of that, and then I just sort of had a big slump moment. Big old who cares about me? No one. And maybe I don't need to exist. Classic depression spiral.
Yeah,
and it became difficult to do anything for a few days.
No.
And that's where I am at.
Okay, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
I'm trying to find the thing I wrote down. Oh my god, I got so many stupid notes in my just documents folder.
Notes about
Clarissa. That I wrote years ago, and then months ago, and then I did not organize at all. I'm trying to find a thing that I wrote down as I was trying to figure out how many pages I have of Clarissa sketched already. I think it's like 38 pages, which is about like 2 or 3 chapters.
Like ones that you haven't finished.
Yeah, they're sketched. They're not lined
Yeah.
or shaded or anything. And I was like, okay, how fast can I do all that? That might be like roughly a month's work to draw what I have, and then I would need to sketch the rest of the comic. And finish, like, I need to write what happens next, and then sketch what happens next, and see how many pages that is. And so I'm like, shit, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of stuff. And then Pumpkin Alley is like, oh, concept art. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. How do you make a game? What? And so that's sort of been
that's
slow.
That's the question. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, the other thing I was doing is Elden Ring streams, but I think both a combination of factors has resulted in 0 viewers for the last few, or a very, very low amount of viewers, where it used to be like roughly 10 would come up, and that's nice. 10's a nice number. It's not like a huge number, but it's fun because there's people in chat, but the last few times there's no one. I think it's a combination of waning interest in Elden Ring streams, like people probably, the hype around Elden Ring has died down just enough that it's not like hot shit anymore.
Yeah, it's been out for what, like 2 months now?
Yeah, and almost as much as the fucking war with Ukraine.
Is that right? That sounds about right.
Is it 3 months now? Is it February?
I don't remember.
Well, fuck. What?
We've always been at war with Ukraine. I mean, Russia's always been at war with Ukraine.
Yeah. And then also I like stream at stupid times, and I don't have a schedule, and I can't keep to a schedule. And it was just sort of demoralizing. I was like, what the fuck am I doing with anything? I can't draw Clarissa because I suck. I can't draw the Pumpkin Alley concept art because I suck and I'm stupid. And when I do like little Elden Ring things, nobody even comes to those anymore. Why am I streaming? Why am I wasting my time? And then I was like, oh, why am I wasting my time with anything? And then and it happened.
That's true.
Big depression.
That's life though. Just wasting your time with anything.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, you've solved it.
Yeah. I know.
That's my week, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Streaming is I don't know how to do it. I just rather than I don't know. I think my own at some point. Every once in a while, back when I used to stream, I would get like I would have a really good day, and I would hit like a bigger number than usual people, and I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what caused those. Most of the time, I didn't know what caused that to happen, and then other times I would have a more modest number, and I'd be like, ah. And I think I had gone a while without like a big attendance stream, and I think I quit like before things could drop off too much.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much attention that can be like spread around, and it's just like you don't know how many people who would watch you are free on what day of the week unless you ask all of them individually.
Yeah.
So you just have to guess like what's the most effective time, and if you have a schedule, then people can think about it and plan around it. And
that's true. Yeah.
There's ways to do it. It's just I was doing it lazily, and made me sad. And I was like, it's all my fault. Everything I do is wrong. Gib, do you even deserve to live?
That's the question. Yeah.
And
that's what I was asking as well.
Determined that no.
Oh shit!
I don't actually deserve to live. I haven't made like a Steven Universe before.
No.
And I'm approaching like the year 30.
That's right.
And that means as soon as you're 30, everything has gone wrong apparently.
That's correct.
So if I'm not like, oh, I didn't like make it big before then, well, I may as well just
Well, you're
wither away.
you're certainly not gonna after, so you know.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
not even one example of a person who made it after
No.
they hit 30. Not even one.
No.
Post in the comments if you can find even one.
No, I mean, sure, yeah, why not? I feel ya. I don't know. You're just right. That's it.
Yes, I'm so fucking right. Oh, you know what? Thanks, Ben. You made me feel better.
Now maybe I do deserve to live because I was
Maybe I
right
do
about
deserve
how
to
much
live, so I was
how much
so
everything
correct.
sucks. Yeah.
Sometimes being so smart is a downfall because when you're depressed, you accurately understand all of the reasons, and so when somebody tries to console you, you're a real prick because you say, "Well, yeah, I understand that, and I know that," and you're not helping, and they're like, "Oh God, fuck it,
Yeah.
goodbye."
Yeah, I mean, you know, the most objectively true assessment of the situation is that we're, you know, just like a meaningless vortex of space dust or whatever, in an uncaring universe, and that's depressing. So like, you know,
Yeah.
when the, you know, as Winston Churchill said, when the shaggy black dog of depression shows up to tell you that, you just, I mean, he is correct. So you gotta get past that somehow.
Is the Shaggy dog like combination of Shaggy and Scooby?
I think it's more like the Grimm from Harry Potter. Winston Churchill was a big Harry Potter fan.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yep. Not to change the subject, but I guess I will for a moment. We can go back to that if you want. But
yeah.
I did want to say, someone pointed out that last week I dropped some hints that I had a thing I'm trying to do that I don't want to talk about, and that's true. And someone said, I think it was Oh My Fomai on Discord, someone said, oh, new secret project arc already, and like, yeah, I guess so. I'm not trying to make it a big, like, long secret project. I hope, but I mean, it is a thing I'm working on, and I don't want to talk about it, so I guess it's a secret project. But I was talking to a guy, so I will continue to not specify what it is. However, I had a funny story, sort of. I was talking to a guy. I've been making some phone calls. I've been talking to a guy who may or may not be a guy who can help me do this thing. And but this is basically unrelated to what I was talking about, but you know, I mentioned to him that I do YouTube, that I'm on YouTube, and he was like, seems like an older, like, Boston accent guy. He's like, oh yeah, I made a documentary. I made a documentary about the history of pinball. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, I made it. You can look it up on Amazon Prime. I made a history of pinball. They had like hold on. You know what? He had a weird bunch of celebrities that were in his documentary of pinball. Hang on. Amazon Prime, the history of pinball. Here, watch the history of pinball, Prime Video, Amazon.com. It's got Slash, Frank Thomas, Aerosmith. Yeah, it's got Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash, Aerosmith's Joe Perry, and Major League Slugger Frank Thomas are in this.
What also, a spread.
Also, there's a typo in the copy of this video. Quote, this documentary follows the silver ball from the 1600s to the second millennium. Also, I mean, if I'm being pedantic, and I am, the second millennium is everything starting with 1000, because the first millennium started with 0. So, this fucking Joker, man, this fucking Joker.
You know, based on his documentary, I think I'm not gonna hire him.
This is like, whatever. This has like no bearing on what I'm talking to this guy about. I just thought it was funny. But what does annoy me, though, because this guy, I guess he thinks he's hot shit. I guess this guy thinks he knows about videos or something. And a couple of times now, he has brought up to me a thing called vidIQ. You ever heard of this?
Nope.
he keeps referencing vidIQ. He says, yeah, I know a guy, he's all about flipping phones. You know, I'm not interested in flipping phones, but this guy, he's known as the phone flipping king. Everybody, you know, you look up how to flip a phone and you find this guy's videos. You know how he did it? Something called vidIQ. He made him the king of flipping phones. Now everybody knows him. And now he's made $1 million of flipping phones. And
I assume flipping phones, like, not juggling, because that's what I've assumed in my head, is he's got a phone and he flips it up and he grabs it.
I believe he means, like, buying broken phones and refurbishing them and reselling them, the way you would flip a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a phone juggler would be a funnier...
He's a millionaire. You look up juggling phones. So this guy, he keeps trying to tell me that, oh yeah, I know this guy who made a lot of money because he got famous making videos on phone flipping with the use of this service called vidIQ, and you should use vidIQ. And he called over
a SEO thingy.
Yeah, yes. It's some SEO thing. It gives you like analytics tools for your video performance or whatever. And I told this guy, yeah, I mentioned the Sonitude lecture. I was like, yeah, the Sonitude lecture that got like it's like 1.5 million views. And he's like, oh yeah. You know, if you use vidIQ, you could get that up to maybe 3 million. I'm like, I politely declined to comment, but like, shut up, you idiot! Like, what are you talking about? I looked it up. I looked up some videos, or I looked up a video of a guy reviewing vidIQ. And he had some thoughts about the things they offer, the analytics tools and whatever. Those might be useful for some people. But this guy specifically said, like, yeah, the SEO boosting is basically all it does is it recommends you tags to, like, put in your tag in your description, and, like, it's useless. Tags don't do anything. So, man, if I talk to this guy again, I hope he shuts the fuck up about vidIQ. I don't want to fucking hear it, all right? Not
it sounds like a classic case of the normie thing where they have like 3 stories and they will say them every time you meet them because they have those stories and they're like, I heard an interesting thing. You know that like goblins aren't real or whatever.
yeah,
I've
heard about that.
I watched this documentary about there's not even goblins. There's not even goblins, and you know that's just one of the things I know.
No way! What the fuck? Why are people talking about this? Damn. This guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. This is not. I don't know. Okay, this stands to become a big point of annoyance. If I honestly, I found this guy. I googled around. I found this guy. I've been talking to him about doing some work. He's like, yeah, maybe. I've sort of been meaning to call some other people. I probably shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. This guy is just one option, and I want to look around because anyway, I'm like being vague about it. So. Because I can't say what it is, so I'll stop talking about it. But
I mean, it's all in the data. It's all in the data. If you check out every goblin image, it actually leads to like a fake image.
Hey,
they're not made. They're not real.
I made a Netflix documentary, The History of Goblins. Yeah, it had 1,000 views, and then I paid vidIQ $10 a month, and now it's got 10 million views. So you could do that, I guess. 3 million. 3 million. Oh yeah. I'll just double the views on my Sonitude lecture. Just by vidIQ. Yeah, I don't know, the tags maybe? I guess the tags
they'll tell you to put tags like...
What a jackass.
Fucking... I mean...
I don't need...
I can't even really think of like what like tags you would use to like... Suddenly it appears in recommended.
This video that I watched reviewing vidIQ said that the only time tags actually like... make a difference to your video's performance is if something in your video is like easily misspelled and you want to use the tags so that it like catches misspelled versions of the thing you're talking about.
Oh, that's smart. Like
Yeah.
if I mean with hypocrite, obviously people
So
spell
yeah.
it different. There's an actual word that people spell. I used to put the versions of that in my videos.
So like I hope that content back when that was a thing, you know, included tags of like all the misspelled versions of their name because nobody could spell that fucking name right. So that might have been helpful for them. Don't think it would be helpful for me. Maybe if I put like the Sonic actually, I wonder if there's a Sonic tag. There should be a Sonic tag in that video.
Hey, you can put it in there.
I might, if there's not one, I might put it in there. But that's the extent of it. So it's very annoying, just really irritating when some jackass doesn't know what they're talking about, tries to fucking tell you some shit. Yeah. Anyway, that was a minor thing that happened to me this week.
Yeah. You know, the more I think about my week, the more I realize that my depression is so unfounded. It's just one of those things that just happens, and it leads to more and more of it. It multiplies.
I know how.
And then
I know
because
how that
you're
is.
compromised emotionally.
I very
because I think early on I was looking at my sketches for Clarissa, and I was like, you know what, these are good. This is a good story, and I made that tweet. I made that Snoopy tweet.
Snoopy tweet?
I remembered a panel from Peanuts where Snoopy is typing.
Oh,
and he's like, it's so good when you know what you've written is good. And I'm like, that's me. Yeah. I know it. I was so full of beans back then, and then suddenly my Elden Ring playthrough got 1 view, and I was like, you know what? It's time to end. It's time to pack it in.
It's all over. Yeah.
It's the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Streamer loses, like, doesn't get views once and quits forever.
That's right. That's right.
I'm so stupid.
It's just the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what? Yeah, you are stupid.
Oh, thanks.
You're absolutely right. I was gonna ask. You got drunk on Twitter the other day.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
You messaged me. No, I messaged. No, I messaged you, and you replied drunk. And then I saw on Twitter you were drunk posting. I was like, lol.
Oh, yeah. What did I say? I'm drunk right now, so take everything I say with a gram of salty.
What was I messaging you about? It was something or other.
It's about the secret project, I think.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yes, it was.
I cannot read currently, nor do I attempt to read. And then you say based and drink pilled, and then I say Glenlivet is my favorite whiskey.
Yes, I've never had it.
And it is. I do like Glenlivet because it's like. It's a whiskey, but it doesn't hurt. That's probably why I got drunk, because I had 2 of them.
2?
Well, I had a glass and a half of wine as well. I don't know.
List everything you drank.
I had
2 Glenlivets and a glass and a half of wine.
Glenlivet.
Glenlivet.
And a glass and a half of red wine. I don't remember what red wine it was. I think that's about it.
I'm going to drink you under the table.
I mean, I'm not that good at holding my liquor.
I am so good at holding my liquor. This is confirmed multiple times that I will be literally blackout drunk and not remember anything that's happening. And people the next day will sometimes tell me they couldn't even tell. That has happened a few times.
Well, that seems like the worst situation because you're not even funny.
It's not great. Yeah, it's not great.
You don't remember anything, but you weren't even hilarious on Twitter.com like me.
Oh God. I have nightmares. No, I don't actually have nightmares, but I dread like, what if I got inebriated and I said something like stupid or incriminating or I mean not incriminating, but like, you know, something shameful on Twitter.
Like goblins are real?
Yes. Something like that. And like, what if that happened? Like, what if I accidentally post porn to Twitter or something? What if I accidentally post porn in my Discord? That's what I think about. That's my like nightmare scenario.
I remember everything I did when I was drunk. I think it's that funny buzz where you like haha, I'm so silly. I'm gonna be silly, and you type
Right.
silly things knowingly. So I think the only thing I slightly regret is atting Andrew Hussey and calling him a bad father and saying I could take Vriska off his hands. Just say the word. It was funny at the time. I think that's kind of stupid. You're
I'm
a
sure
bad father. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm sure he took it as a joke.
But I'm just some random weirdo. He probably has notifications turned off anyway.
I'm sure if he saw it, he thought like, oh, another crazed fan.
Another crazy Vriska fan.
another deranged lunatic on my timeline. just another Wednesday.
I suppose, like, when it comes to Homestuck posts, it's not that weird.
Yeah.
I just felt it's weird because I felt bad while I was typing. It's like, oh no, I shouldn't call him a bad father. But you know what?
But I'm gonna do it.
Inhibition's gone.
I was gonna say about depression that I often get depressed like late at night. Like it'll be late in the evening and I'll start to feel it. And then usually, well, a lot of times I don't listen, but sometimes I think to myself, you know, I should just go to sleep and I'll wake up and I'll feel better. And like most of the time that's true. So I don't know. I think it's something about the time of day or, you know, my sleep cycle or like my brain chemicals like changes as it gets later, or I've been awake longer or something.
I mean, for me, I don't pay too much attention when it happens. Sometimes I try to think, oh shit, I'm depressed. Let's analyze this. Why am I? What happened? So that I can learn from my mistake. But a lot of the time, I think it just comes down to like how you're feeling physically, combined with a few little emotional things, like oh, my stomach hurty.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so weird taste in my mouth. I don't like that. It's a lot of it is intestinal stuff. Apparently, a lot of your gut bacteria determines what your mood is.
Yeah.
So if you have a bad shit day, if you have a bad diarrhea moment, then you're gonna feel bad, even if a good news was happening.
I didn't know that. That sounds troubling.
I would look into it, because I just vaguely recall somebody telling me that, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Sometimes when I take a big shit when I've needed to, suddenly everything seems alright, and I'm just like, you know what? That's a weight off my behind.
Munchie told me that his doctor recommended him, like, do a thing. There was a name for this particular diet that I'd never heard before, but it involved like avoiding fermented foods as some sort of like gut health thing. And it was like no bread. It was like no bread because bread has like yeast in it. Bread is fermented. But cheese is okay. Cheese is fermented, but it's okay for some reason. And I just thought that was bizarre. I'd never heard of such a thing. Weird. But I guess it was to have some effect on the gut biome. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure like bread isn't the best thing. I mean, bread or like excessive amounts of bread is a bit like bloaty
I avoid
stuff.
I avoid most bread just because it's carb heavy. I've been a little. I haven't been disastrous about my dieting lately, but I've been a little bit not on the point that I want to be with it, so I got to get back on track with that. And then I haven't lifted this. No, I lifted once this week, but then Munchie got a cold, and now I can't. Last time I tried to lift alone, I almost dropped the bar on myself during the bench press, which I say I would have died. I probably would not have died, but it would have been very annoying. Because in that basement. There's the light is on a timer, and so the light, you have to reset it every 30 minutes or else the light turns off. I was bench pressing, and I was on my last set, and the light turned off like on my last rep, and I'm like, oh god. So I just had to like.
That would be terrifying.
It was terrifying. I mean, it wasn't so much weight that I would have like dropped it on myself and it would have crushed my rib cage and I would have suffocated, I would have died. What would have happened is I just would have dropped it, it would have landed on my chest, I would have had to like strenuously roll it down my body to my waist so that I could sit up with the bar sort of under me.
Yeah.
Like that's what it would have hurt and it would have been uncomfortable and maybe I would have strained something. Anyway, the point is I don't want to do that. So Munchie having a cold means I have no one to lift with.
See, the problem you're doing is you were pushing. You weren't lifting. You were pushing the weight up. You should be lifting it on the ground.
That's you know, I feel a little bad. I'm gonna go off. You know what? That's Munchie's problem too. That clown, that fool. He thinks. I'm gonna tear into him. I'm gonna put him on public blast right now. He thinks he's so clever. He thinks he's gonna get big arms because he's replacing the bent over row and or power clean with the bicep curl. He's curling. Oh, he wants to curl to get big arms. You rube. That's not a pulling exercise. That's an isolation exercise. The point of the third exercise on set B is that it's a pulling exercise for the back, the bent over row or the power clean. You can't just replace it with the curl, but he insists. He's a madman. He won't listen to reason. He's out of his mind. He's out of control.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like what muscles would be interacting with the. It would just be your arm up to and maybe including a bit of your shoulder, but it wouldn't touch the back really.
The curl is basically just the bicep, and that's fine if he wants to do them. I don't think he should be barred from doing them, but they are not a replacement for the bent over row, which the point of the third exercise in the second set is that it is about pulling, and the curl is not a pull. But he's on a tear. He's a madman. He can't be stopped. He can't be bought, bargained, reasoned, or negotiated with. He's a terrorist.
Based.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, what were we talking about?
I don't remember. Something.
Yeah. What else did I do this week? Worked on the book, wrote those notes, made the pages, talked to that dude about the secret thing.
Oh, I guess last time to mention this, I'll definitely have already sent the Lord of Ghosts current batch of things. There's still, as of recording, 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Wait, is that 4? Am I blind? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 5 people who have not sent the thing in. I'm gonna send it. So I'll send these when they come. James Gotwig, Adam O'Donnell, DS, and Milo Rocks. Milo Rocks is a doodle and a plush pledger. So get on that. But soon I will have mostly sent all of the Lord of Ghosts things. I got like a big batch. I gotta buy the postage and send them, and god damn it, that will be most of them gone. And then I'll bring yours to Boston in like a few weeks when I'm going over.
Yeah.
I'll bring Kazi's as well.
Yeah. Very nice. Looking forward to it. Very exciting.
And
then what will you do?
Then I will have mostly finished that, and I won't have to think about it.
Nice.
And that's good.
I got a message from. Actually, it was from Sasuke Pro, who wrote. Oh, he wrote one of the songs, one of the PCP theme songs. Oh, but which one? It wasn't
dreamin'. Don't give it up, Benson. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Gibbon.
It was when we did the like theme song contest, and we picked the theme song, and I forget which theme song it was that it wasn't the, like, I'm supposed to be working her right now. I'm supposed to be working her right now. It wasn't that cover of that song, because that was by Oblivion Fall. It was, oh, God. Damn it. Okay, I can't remember. I'm sure I'd recognize if I heard it. It was that person. The point is, the Customs caught their Plebe and Weeb Blu-ray copy. It got caught by their country's customs office, and now it will probably be another like 2 weeks in transit, and then it will maybe get back to my P.O. box, and then I'll have to check my P.O. box and find that and send it again. And probably, I have not checked my P.O. box in months. There are probably a whole bunch of them in there that didn't make it to their destination, and I just haven't checked. Because like I've said before, my P.O. box is near my old residence. It is kind of inconveniently far away from my current residence. It'd take me like an hour to get there and back at least. So that's annoying.
God. I've had a few really annoying things happen with customs.
And can I just say, I'm so mad because like during COVID, there was a post office. There was a post office right near where I live, like 2 streets down, and it's closed. They closed during COVID, and now there's no post office here. And now I gotta fucking get the bus and shit, and that sucks. Okay.
That does suck.
It really sucks. Would have been incredible.
Yeah, I've had a few like really annoying customs things where I think on separate occasions somebody lost because the customs, they open the packaging with what I assume is like bear claws. They rip it to shreds. They scatter all the things on the floor and they sniff it because they're bears. They're just big bears in the customs office, ripping things to shreds and sniffing it for drugs or whatever. And then haphazardly throwing it back into a plastic bag and sending it. But on separate occasions, somebody has not received their Redman comic, not received their pin, and now not received the plush, but they did feel like they did receive the ghost costume. So they don't have the plush that the costume goes on. They have everything except the plush. And that was really annoying. Because I only have a few of those.
That reminds me, when I was a little kid, my family took a vacation to Mexico. And I brought my 2 favorite stuffed animals. And I might as well mention, they were a penguin named Fluffy and a bunny named Norman.
Norman. Yeah, I like the cut of that jib.
Yeah. That was I think there was a Sesame Street skit with like a dog named Norman, and I just liked the name, and I named this rabbit Norman. Anyway, the point is I like lost those animals on the trip. Like I lost them on the plane or something, and I was devastated. But they did, Customs did somehow, like, eventually, like, send them back to me. Like, or maybe it was, just the airline found them in the Lost and Found or something, and they got sent back to me. I don't know. They miraculously got sent back to me. I remember, like, years later, that story came up, and I think my mom mentioned, like, that they probably had, like, pulverized them or something, like, to make sure there weren't any drugs inside them or something. Or, like, it's kind of surprising that they didn't, like, slice them open to, like, find, cocaine bags or something inside.
That is the classic thing.
Mexico being how it is and all, you know. But I got them. But you know what? While they were lost, my cousin Jeffrey gave me another stuffed animal to replace them. He gave me a frog in a Hawaiian shirt and I named that Jeffrey after him. So, and then I got those 2 back. So from then on, my 3 favorite stuffed animals were Fluffy, Norman, and Jeffrey.
That's really cute.
Thank you. Yes, they're still in a box somewhere. They're still in like my parents' attic or something. Yeah.
I remember like stuffed animals from when I was little. We would me and my brothers would just abuse them and beat the shit out of them constantly. I remember we had this lion, just sort of like not a brand lion or anything, just like it's a lion soft toy. And it was like, I think like 2 feet tall. It was quite big. and we could like wrestle with it. We could pretend it was like attacking us. We could beat the shit out of it and kick it and throw it against the wall. That was the best of times when we had like a fool that would dare to come into our realm and we would destroy them. And he had a tail, and you could swing him around your head and throw him, and it was very violent.
I remember I would put my stuffed animal, for when I had two, I would put them, my bed was against the wall. I would put my Fluffy and Norman, one at the corner of the bed facing away from the wall, one at the front, one at the back. When I had Jeffrey too, I would put the three of them, Fluffy, Norman, Jeffrey, at the front, back, and middle on the side of the bed facing away. When I would sleep, I would post them there in these three like regular positions as like guards to, I guess, like keep ghosts away or something, or demons or various threats that might menace me in the night. I think that was their main function. That was how they paid their rent.
They got that 1,000-yard stare, the beady little eyes.
I was very concerned about ghosts and such. They were scared. Yeah.
I remember having a few like scary moment where it's just dark and you're tough. You're a tough little kid. You're like, I'm not gonna be scared, and then immediately you think you see something, and because you haven't had an experience like that before, you're not even really aware about what is possible to happen in the dark. So you see a dressing gown hung up, or a bathrobe rather, for you Americos, and it's like a dark figure, really tall, in the other side of the room. And you're like, is that a person? You can't tell? I remember this experience. I stared at it for ages, thinking that's a person. And I guess I was groggy, and I was like unaware of like what was real and what wasn't. I'm like, what happens if I go to sleep now? Because I know that's not a person, but gosh dang it, it really looks like a fucking creature.
Ugh.
Scary times.
This is changing the subject yet again, but I just remembered something else that vexed me this week. Turns out, I don't know why I thought this wouldn't be a problem, but it turns out it is a problem, is the thing with the printing green.
Yeah, printing green is awful.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought that, like, oh, no, that's only a problem with offset printing. With digital printing, it's fine. No.
It's just because, like, to combine colors makes them darker.
Yeah.
And green is not an ink color. Like, you got magenta, cyan, and yellow, right?
Yeah.
And to make green, you have to make it kind of dark, which means all greens are kind of fucked.
Yeah, so, Manga Studio lets me sort of like preview what an image will look like printed in various CMYK colors, and like I've been going through some pages, and like most of them are fine. Some of the really bright greens, they get muted, but on most pages they still stand out. They still look like what they're supposed to look like. You can still tell that they're supposed to be like a green. It's not ruined.
You've got to try with like
some of them look kind of
contrast.
bad, and some of them look a little bad, and I might have to go through and like maybe touch some up, maybe like alter the shades a little bit, to like bring some contrast back that would be missing otherwise. It's just such a bummer. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. But it's a real bummer. It
really took me a long time trying to figure out how to make the Redman green as I could make it, and it looks fine when you look at it.
What make the Redman green?
Weed.
From a Peter Pan,
Yes.
Yes.
They did smoke weed, didn't they?
No, in Did you know that scene in Peter Pan where where the Native Americans are singing about what makes the red man red?
I remember vaguely, but I remember they had the pipe and they were smoking weed, dude. They were smoking fucking big stacks.
They're smoking something. Did they have weed? Did a Native American smoke marijuana? I don't know. They might have.
Didn't they find marijuana in that part of the world? Isn't that where it's from?
I don't remember.
I know tobacco is from there, but I don't know nothing.
But yeah, I spent a long time choosing the greens for the pins, for the RFCK enamel pins. I spent a long time picking out individual greens for all the different pin designs that had green in them, because you could, especially for Slime Corp and Endless War itself, it's like you can't get that fluorescent green. It just doesn't like exist in like the manufacturing world. So you have to choose the best approximation. And
so wild how certain colors can exist on a screen. You just can't find them in reality.
Yeah, because it makes sense because it's additive color. It's adding with pixels on a screen. You're adding light together versus when you're printing, you're subtracting.
You're subtracting from the white of the page. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I get it. Would it be like if history was different and like the standard for printing was like RGB, for instance, would greens like suddenly become like more printable?
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly the light, the brightness of like magenta, cyan, and yellow, mostly cyan and yellow. They're bright enough that when you mix them together, they end up with a sort of not so dark color. And if RGB ink was used, I don't know if that would even be possible. I assume it can be, because like ink can be many colors, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just sort of like those three colors are the best inks colors to use for the broadest range of possible results, and that's why they use that.
You ever see that graph of like that graph of colors that humans can see? Because like when you have, you're in your art program or whatever, you got your little damn color wheel to pick your colors on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not really like the reflective of the colors humans can see here.
I've seen the Captain Dissolution did a video about color, and he has a lot of really good animations, like visually showing the triangle of like possible colors that like certain cameras and our human eyes can see, and then like bees would go off the grid and be like a weird thing that we can't even comprehend.
Yeah, I think that might be where I saw it. But yeah, it looks more like this, with like the greens being like really big. Like humans can just like perceive a lot more different shades of green. So maybe that's part of why it's hard to get like that accurate green in print. It's just because humans are more sensitive to like,
we're more able to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. We're evolutionarily, the colors we can see are mostly green because there's mostly green foliage. We need to be able to discern what is a tree and what is something behind the tree, lurking in the shadows.
Do you think that's why?
I would assume that like it's blues and greens because those are the colors of nature largely, and that's why we evolved to need like a very keen eye for that sort of thing in order to survive.
I have two
compared
thoughts.
To red,
Well, naively, what I would think is that like, nature is a lot of greens and browns. So you would think that humans would be sensitive to things that are not that, like things that are red or blue would stand out. You would want to be like, oh my god, what's that? Like, I really notice that thing that doesn't look like everything. So I would think you would be more sensitive to other colors, but you make a good point. maybe because so much stuff is green and brown and whatever, it means that you need to be able to more finely distinguish it.
Yeah, it's the same way that humans are so good at seeing faces and understanding faces, despite the fact that we all have faces. It's the knowing of the emotions of the face that can allow you to understand whether another person is going to hurt you or is a friend. You know, like reading emotions is a very evolutionarily important skill.
Kirby's shaped like a friend.
Yeah, he's friend-shaped.
I know that much.
He wouldn't eat you and turn you into like a fucking marionette that he would use to pilot in a disgusting, horrible way.
He wouldn't devour you, obtain your skills, take them to like fucking the dark underworld, opposite universe, and use them to defeat the embodiment of all entropy in the known universe or something. That would be so fucked up.
It's so wild how Kirby is the cutest, like, friend-shaped character in the whole video game world, but he is also almost, like, explicitly like an eldritch abomination that can do almost anything. He would be a god of destruction if he weren't so cute.
I wonder, like, at what... I feel like these days, that's, like, very explicit, like, in the... Like, there is, like, no... They almost don't even, like, pretend otherwise. But it wasn't always... I mean, it wasn't always the case. I mean...
No, in the first game, he's just, like, a little chubby guy going around eating stuff and
but even
fighting
on, like,
a funny penguin.
But even on, like, the NES and the Super and the Game Boy and the Super Nintendo, you were still, like, the final boss would be, like, on the moon fighting, like, a big, like, vampire ghost.
That started with the NES
Dark
version.
Matter, like, like, Dark Matter is from, I think, the first Dark Matter fight was in, like, the Game Boy.
No, the Game Boy, I think, is just DDD. Like, it's a tiny little game. Doesn't take very long.
One of the Game Boy games has you fight, like, a Dark Matter with a sword. I don't know which
no,
one.
You're right. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. I did play all of those games for Kirby Month all those years ago.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I don't know,
I remember it being, like, DDD being the ending of the first Kirby on Game Boy.
I don't think I played the first one on Game Boy. I was all about Superstar Saga, or not Super. I was all about Superstar, right, on the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
That was my shit.
Kirby.
And maybe the one on the NES, whichever one that was. Nightmare in Dreamland.
Was it? Is that what it's called?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to find.
I played the one on the NES, and then I played Superstars.
All right, Kirby's Dreamland was the first one. Residents are discussing what to do. Spry little boy named Kirby. Apparently, he's a boy in the first game.
He's a boy. Yeah, I look at Kirby and I say that's a boy right there.
Volunteers to defeat King DD. Upon successfully doing so, he uses the magic of the sparkling stars to transform into a hot air balloon and return the king's stolen food. So yeah, the mini adventure that's in, like, Kirby Superstar is the entirety of the first game, where DD is hoarding all the food. Kirby, an enjoyer of food, steals it back and gives it back to everyone, and he's like Robin Hood. That's the extent of it. And then I think the NES game is the one that has, like, the Dream Dark Man.
NES has, I think it has that big, like, clockwork thing in space with the face on it, like the wishing machine.
That's Superstar.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the Superstar ones. Kirby's Adventure on NES.
Well, does the NES one have the final boss is Nightmare, and he's that vampire? I believe
it's
dude.
A guy. It's like a moon-faced cloak guy.
Yeah, and he opens his cloak up, and you have to hit his, like, ethereal, like, genie tail.
Just
I remember fighting him, and I don't remember if that was... I think that was before I got Superstar, so I'm thinking that was the one on the NES.
Oh yeah, Nightmare. When Kirby defeats DDD and returns the rod to the fountain. Yeah, this is the first one where, like, DDD is kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
This is like, last time, DD's the bad guy, but no. DD was trying to protect the world from Nightmare being revealed.
I just had a fucking brain blast of insane magnitude.
What?
I just had how cool would it have been if they had made like a JRPG like Mario RPG but with Kirby? I would have gone fucking nuts. Would have lost my shit if they made that.
That would have been, yeah. Like a Super Mario RPG but Kirby.
Like exactly like Super Mario RPG, but with Kirby, and you recruit DDD and Meta Knight and I don't know. I guess Spear Waddle Dee didn't exist back then, but whatever. The Poppy Bro, or whoever the fuck.
Just a Poppy Bro.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, Kirby has always been like cool. Like,
yeah,
the first NES game having a subversive, super secret final boss that's actually the last villain. It's like if like
was that Nightmare? Did I have that right?
Yeah, that's Nightmare. Like imagine if like Sonic 2, like Dr. Robotnik, was actually the good guy, and there was a super secret evil other thing that he was trying to save people from. Imagine that being the second Sonic game after one. Like that's They were immediately just like DDD's not he's not badass enough to be like a supervillain. He's a complicated fellow. What's the next one? Kirby's Avalanche. Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land 2. That was the Game Boy one that had like a cool. I love Dreamland 2. The Game Boy ones, I think, are like underrated and underplayed. They really should be more.
It's okay. I feel like the real like Eldritch stuff in Kirby really starts with Dark Matter, and Dark Matter was apparently the final boss in Kirby's Dream Land 2, right? Like all the stuff about like God of Destruction, like the antithesis of all light or whatever, is like most of that ties back to Dark Matter. Possess King DDD and attempt to shroud the world in darkness, and he's got the sword. He's also in Dreamland 3.
Dark cloud-like creature commonly appearing as a black orb covered in orange blobs. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, in the Game Boy, he's just sort of you could do no color, so.
Oh my god!
It's just an eye.
Look at this. Look at that sprite art. That looks so fucking good. I can't even believe it.
He's got a fucking sword.
I think it might have been Squeak Squad or Amazing Mirror or something. I had some Kirby game on the GBA in high school, or maybe middle school, maybe it was high school, I don't remember. But I was playing some Kirby game, and there was this girl I had a crush on, and we were on the same bus together, and I showed her Kirby, and I had sword power, and she was like playing it a little bit. And she could not believe, I don't even know, she just could not believe how Kirby looked running around with the sword. She like squealed. She was like, he runs with a sword! Like she loved it. She was blown away by it. And you know what? She was absolutely right. I too love it when Kirby runs with a sword.
He's like a little cute thing with like a
dark huge sword,
demon blood sword that destroy like an abomination, a dream-eating darkness entity. It's just like possessing a penguin. It's so cool. They knew what they were doing. They really did.
By this point, I think, by Dreamland 2, I think they definitely did. There was definitely the themes were there. Can you believe that I showed her Kirby's sword power and I didn't even get laid? It's so fucked up. So, it's not fair.
You should have run around with a sword as well.
Bring a sword
you hold
to school,
it, like straight up and run around.
Yeah, like it's bigger than me. He really is doing some
noises.
He really is doing some guts shit with a sword bigger than him. Good ass video games though. Yeah, I never played the Game Boy ones.
Here's my hot take. I think I said it in my old Kirby video, but Kirby's Dream Land does not have the ability to steal power-ups from enemies.
Yeah.
Which is obviously fun. But when you play the game, it feels so much... It feels balanced around the idea that you inhale air and then you exhale when you stop like floating, and your exhale being like your main thing. And it's like that's actually really good. It's a really tight, fun, challenging enough video game. And later versions in like Superstar, where the ability to take powers from enemies is included, completely trivializes everything, and so it's like almost no challenge at all. And so like I think there's something lost. There's some game design difficulty in balancing difficulty for a game where you can have so many different powers that do so many different things. So they have to make the games kind of easy. Yeah. Otherwise, it's all about like getting a very specific power and holding on to it, and there would be a meta, and it's like that's the reason why Kirby games are so simple, is because if they were more complicated, it would be like unbelievably difficult to balance all the power-ups you could have and stuff.
And sometimes it is that annoying, because like sometimes there will be some obstacle, like in fucking the Great Cave Offensive or whatever, like you have to bring, a cutting ability or a fire ability somewhere, and if you don't have one, it's like, god, fuck. Yeah,
it's a staple of the series now, so you can't expect a Kirby game to not have it, which is why I feel like people should play the original on Game Boy to see what it feels like, because it's actually pretty fun.
I should I guess I will, or I should make another video game at some point, but I don't have any ideas for what kind of video game I would make.
Kirby's plagiarism.
I feel like having made Phantom's Revenge, like the possibility space has opened up, and I'm like, I can kind of imagine how I could make any number of different sorts of games, but I have no idea what I would want to do with all that power.
I've had an idea for a video game, but it's the sort of thing that I don't know if anyone would want. It's just sort of it touches on like a thing I like to do, which is like to organize a bunch of crap into the places where they should go. So like I don't know how this game would work. But when I look at like, my shelf, everything's in a random order. Let's take everything out and figure out how to organize these things. And you put them all back, and then the shelf is organized per your own specifications. And so if you want to find something, you know exactly where to look for it. I feel like a game that harnesses that enjoyment of having a perfectly organized space and set of items would be really fun.
It's Tetris.
I don't know what... Yeah, but then they disappear. I don't like games to disappear off the shelf.
I organized my seltzer waters into a color spectrum. And you know what? Just like we're saying, there's more greens. There's too many greens. It's too heavily weighted. We got cherry, that's purple. Then we got raspberry, that's kind of like purplish, like maroon. And then there's cran raspberry, that's red. Peach, orange, tropical fruit, yellow. Lime, bright green. Grape, medium green. And then kiwi strawberry is kind of like a slightly bluish green. Why are there so many greens? But anyway, they look great.
Why the fuck's there greens?
But anyway, they look great in the little rainbow order there. I'm so happy. Nothing could please me more.
It's just like, imagine, I don't know, like you're like a pack mule guy for an adventuring party. They throw a bunch of stuff in their bags and say, "Sort it out, please." And you're like, "Yes, sir." And it's like you have to organize it by item or
are you talking about
in the right place? So
are you
that it all
talking
fits
about
in the bag? Or I just like putting things in the right order, I guess.
Are you talking about like a sort of a Diablo sort of like items in your bag on a grid? You have to like fit all your gear inside your bag's space.
Not necessarily that, but I do enjoy games that have that in it because I I just like putting them all in the right place and being like,
Yeah.
yes, I found an
Yeah,
extra
it
bit of
fits.
space if I put this here instead of there. Oh god, what game? Oh yeah, Kenshi. Kenshi has an inventory system like that.
Kenshi.
Kenshi, it's like I've talked about it before. It's like a huge open world. Do whatever you feel like.
Oh, you were playing this
in
with
this
Charlie,
wasteland.
right?
No.
Did you say you were playing this with one of your brothers, maybe? I might be thinking of something else.
It's not multiplayer, so I don't know.
Okay.
Basically, there's like a post-apocalypse, whatever. You got items, and you got individual party members that can carry certain amounts, and you can give them bags that have certain items slots, and some bags are huge, but they're quite heavy. Some bags are light, and they don't restrict your combat abilities so much. And there's a whole lot of inventory management. When you're doing an expedition, you want to get everybody there such that nobody's over-encumbered and like slowing everyone else down. And that if a combat happens, everybody has the ability to or at least the important people have the ability to defend themselves and fight back and kill everything that needs to be killed. And so inventory management is more than just fun or just a busy work. It's actually kind of important if you can manage to fit everything in the right bag with the right squares. I don't know. I like it.
Sort of making me think of the Death Stranding. You gotta stack your cargo on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't played that, but yeah,
I also
seems
have not played it.
The sort of thing.
Yeah. I think. I mean, honestly, it makes a lot of sense. It's a satisfying. Seems like a satisfying feeling and a concept to build a game around.
Yeah.
To me,
the only problem is I don't know how to code.
Right.
I could use my brother for that, but he's doing some stuff and he wants to be mostly doing Pumpkin Alley or some of his own side projects. And so this is probably going to be one of my side projects that if I feel like doing it, I'll have to figure out how to build
easy.
a rudimentary sort of grid lists.
You just gotta think of what you want the logic to be, and then you just look it up. You just Google it and be like, what's the command for that particular logical argument?
Oh my god, that's so scary. What if I learn too much and my brain gets too big?
In GML or in Unity or whatever. Oh, that's the command? Okay, got it. And then you just do it.
Yeah, it's not it's going to be too difficult. It's just sort of, I keep thinking about it, but I don't really want to sit down and really hammer out exactly what it is.
Sure.
Because it's going to take a long time. And also, I've got so many other things I need to do first. Yeah, that's how it always is. You always, old project in progress, new project. Ooh, what's that new project there? What's that hot new piece of action?
The meme of the boyfriend turning away from his girlfriend to look at the identical girl.
Yes.
So it goes. Isn't that the way they say it goes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta pee, hang on.
Alright. You know what? I guess I will too.
He's calling on the phone and something with it. That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do is dig a pony. We can put a ribbon on it frog. Yeah, you can put a ribbon on a frog. Ben Saint, are you peeing a gallon or two? What the fuck?
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing.
Okay. Bye.
No!
Let's see. So is there anything else that occurred this week? No, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much covers it. Book pages,
I got a little thing.
Page notes. Yeah.
So, my dad came into a collection of old vinyls from his brother.
Oh.
And we had a vinyl party. We had like a little vinyl record thing, digitized it.
Gay.
And we put on some records we listened to Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. Have you heard of that one?
Wait, Layla. No, I'm thinking of Lola. What's Layla? That sounds familiar.
It's the Eric Clapton, like the
Oh.
You know that one?
Yeah, of course.
It's Derek and the Dominoes. Apparently they just made up the name because they didn't...
Derek Clapton?
Eric Clapton and a bunch of other people, and no one is called Derek. It's just this one record, and it was really good.
It's close, though. It's like they just put a D on his name.
Yes. That was fun. And then there was like the original Elton John album. These are really old things. It was Houses of the Holy. They had the ELO thing. They had the fucking Simon and Garfunkel best of. It's nice looking at vinyl records. They had the Woodstock, like, live album. It's like, oh, what do you know? The past in physical form.
Crazy. Damn. I don't know, anything, I don't know if you were planning on selling any of it, but like, did you look if anything was like super rare or anything like that?
I don't know if they're super rare. I feel like these sorts of things exist in vinyl record shops that still like sell records because it's become in vogue in the past decade or so to still have records made. So like, you can go to a place and be like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of the Pink Floyd and the Led Zeppelin and the classics of the Beatles and this and that. I don't think there's anything super obscure, and they're all like in decent condition. They're not like broken, but like they're very dusty. It's just nice to have them, just to look through. You know what? I've seen this image on the digital computer screen, but now I'm holding it, and it feels so much different when you're looking at like an album inside cover, and it's like a big photograph stretched over, and it's like, wow. It really do be a different experience having a vinyl record.
I don't have a vinyl record player. I've never had one. I think my dad had one, but I never used it. I don't know anything.
The funny thing, is the skipping. I mean, it's not that funny, but because it's so unusual to me for that to be like a real thing. It's like they play the song and they're like, and then there's like a like clank sound, like a because it jumped on like a piece of dust, and it got like zoomed up and then down again. It's I don't know. It's not really like that interesting. It's just sort of like the crackly fuzzy thing that's like permeating the entire song. That's an experience you don't have anymore because you don't have playback machines that are so noise. What's the word? Like prone to noise prone.
Yeah.
A normal speaker on a computer will not make crackling noises.
No.
And so my dad was like pogging. He was like, "Oh, this is just how it was. It was just how it was around the, we would always listen to this one, and the crackling. That's what I want to hear before a record starts. Is like a big, when you put the needle on the thing. Ancient history. You heard of it?
No. What? Huh?
But yeah, Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, and Other Assorted Love Songs, I think it's called. It's really, really good. Very cool blues, Eric Clapton guitar rock album. I like it. Do you?
Yeah. Sure. I'm glad you're having fun. That's so patronizing. No, I just don't know what to say about any of that. But it sounds like it was a good time.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was
cool.
having a bad day, but that was fun. Just having a drink, listening to a really nice, cool record that I've never listened to, because why would I Google things? Mm-hmm. I would never do that.
Is that when you were drinking Glenlivet?
No, that was the night before. That was a good night. That was a night that was fun. So my dad and his bandmates came over and they were doing band practice. And so they asked me to be there to do some rhythm guitar or accompanying guitar stuff. Maybe I'll go on a few shows with them, and it's okay. And then after they do their band practice, cool. They have a big old drink in the kitchen, and I was there. So I drank.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
And it was a nice time, I got to a comfortable, I don't mind saying things now.
Yeah.
Socializing, that I can do that. And then after they left, I was well, I'm still drunk. Now what do? I go on Twitter, I go on Discord, I say, haha, I'm drunk. What do you think of that, everybody?
And everyone said, oh my goodness.
Oh, interesting.
Tell me more, yeah.
Yeah, this was after I had become depressed for a few days, and I just didn't know what to do with myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a nice afternoon. It was drinking a cider and sitting by the record player. Living it up.
That's the life. I did remember one other thing that happened. I think it was this week, maybe it was last week, whatever. I did submit a Phantom's Revenge to a it's like a digital magazine or something. A guy I know named Max, who lives around here, we were talking, and he told me that he knows a guy named Pizza Pranks. That's his ad. He does this thing called Indiepocalypse, where he will I guess monthly sort of he publishes it on Itch, and it's a game jam, but the jam is sort of a magazine style showcase of games. So he was maybe you should submit to that, and I was yeah, sure, why not? So I did, and I guess I was looking at first. I was gonna be upset because oh no, he didn't pick me. Oh no, he didn't pick me. But looks like submissions for this one are open for another few days. So maybe it just hasn't been long enough. I don't know. That'd be cool. Apparently, he'd pay me $20 if he features my game, but I don't need him to pay me $20. He can just feature it. It's fine. More power to him. I submitted it to I was looking at that and I was oh, you can just submit your game to jams, as in there are jams around, and they're just open submissions, and you can just submit your game to them and click a little button. So I was looking around and I submitted it to some other jams like that. But I submitted one that I think I should not have, and I feel a little bad. I sort of read the tagline for this one jam. I don't even remember what it was called.
No ponies allowed, no Sonichus, the game jam.
No, this one was called hold on. It was called Score Space. And the description of the thing, it was about people will compete, people will play these games and try to get a high score, and I was yeah, I mean, there's a score in Phantom's Revenge. It has you can invest in the stock market. So I was yeah, I guess it qualifies. Why not? But then I think that like that's the theme of like every Squarespace, and this is Squarespace Jam number 18, and this one I read a little further has a specific theme of magnetism, and so that does not fit at all, and so I kind of fucked it up, and I think I ruined it. I ruined everything. I've ruined my credibility as a developer and as a publisher on itch.io. And someone left a comment asking me, why does this have to do with the jam? And I don't have an answer for them. I don't know what I'm going to tell them. They're gonna kill me.
I'm just showing you my product, motherfucker.
I just wanted to show you my video game, and I'm very sorry. Please forgive me.
Please subscribe.
You know what? I'm going to remove the submission. You know what? He's right. Okay. No harm, no foul. Anyway, maybe I should submit to more jams, but of course, make a little more sure that that it's
that's an idea. I should probably submit Pumpkin Alley to some things.
I don't know if like it's like bad form. Like, are you only supposed to submit to jams like when you have just made the game? Like, is that only cool if you like just made it? Because like,
I mean, what I understand is that the jam is a prompt, and everyone participates in making a game for the jam. It's not just post things that you have that are, you know, similar to the brief.
Okay, I know that, yeah, a game jam is generally a thing that, like, everyone who's participating, like, they hear the prompt and then they make the game for the jam. But it seems like on itch, a jam does not have to be that. Like, this Indie-pocalypse guy, he doesn't have, like, a prompt. He's just like, I publish a monthly thing as a jam, and, like, anyone can submit their stuff. So, like, that's not a traditional jam. So if there are other things like that out there that may or may not, that itch would, you know, call a jam, then, like, I would put my fucking shit in there. Hey, feature my shit, idiot. But I don't want to flout, you know, the guidelines of any of these things. I want to play by the rules.
If you play by the rules, you'll never make it anywhere in this industry.
In the indie dev space, I want to establish my cred.
You gotta establish dominance, buddy.
That's right. I'm gonna step into a jam and say, "These are the rules now."
I have altered the jam. Pray that I do not alter it further.
True, though. Yeah. So anyway, I did that. Hope, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure I don't know what sort of readership this guy has. It can't be enormous. It's not going to be my big break, but maybe a few people might play my game. People that like indie games, and that would be kind of neat. Oh yeah, baby.
You know what pisses me off? You know what grinds my gears?
Oh,
is this?
No, I don't. But let me know.
Is this like this idea that art should be abandoned once it's finished,
right?
In order to move on and make newer stuff and better stuff, and you just make a lot of it, and just like you got to learn to let go. But then you can't, because you also should continually try to like promote the things you do have, like the game. Yeah. And like you can't actually let go. Like it's misleading what they're trying to get at. I know what they're getting at. In order to like, you've got to finish something. In order to like, and you got to make sure you can do that without like umming and awing, like humming and hawing, waiting for it to be perfect when it won't be.
Yeah.
I get it. But it just kind of annoys me that, like, I want to actually forget about it once it's finished, but I can't, because you have other things after the game is literally finished, after the comic, after the X is finished, you actually have to do more things with it. You can't actually let go.
I mean, that's where I'm at. With Phantom's Revenge, I'm still like, I can't. It's done. but like, you know, I have to make the book out of it and stuff, so I can't let it go.
It's how I treat all of my drawings. I throw them away before I finish them. I don't post anything.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's like two completely different skill sets. You know, doing a project, finishing projects, and then like getting your project
marketing
seen is like, yeah, almost not even like related to each other, which just sucks.
Why do I gotta do more than one thing? That's so unfair.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I had a publisher or an agent or someone who would do it for me. Maybe I should get one. Do those exist? Do indie devs have agents that will like get their shit seen?
I don't think so. I think they mostly have to do that themselves until it becomes big enough that they can maybe hire someone.
Call up an. I could hire someone. I have money.
Right, but like, I think I you know, I don't know. I don't know how effective it will be if it's not already kind of popular just by people seeing it and sharing it. Like, what is a marketer really going to do to make people do that more? I
don't know. That's their job to figure it out.
I guess so.
Or ideally. Yeah.
That's probably like a really flawed thought on my part, actually. Forget what I said. Or don't forget what I said, but don't.
Oh, like what's what's getting it in front of people gonna do unless it's already good?
Yeah, because like there's good stuff all over the place that does get seen, and I'm very bad at marketing. If somebody marketed my stuff for me, I would not have to increase the quality, and it would definitely get more attention.
Somebody else might have some insight into how to do it, or have some connections with some people that could do it more effectively.
I guess I'm just sort of resisting. I resist that, and I don't think I have a good reason for doing it.
Although I guess if you swing too far towards like thinking that like marketing will be the solution to your problems, you become like that fucking idiot telling me that vidIQ will boost my Sonichu lecture to 3 million views. Oh, like that guy just thinks there's like a magic bullet or something that you just press a button and then number go up.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants that.
Yeah,
I think that's like, knowing that it's not like that makes me think, well, there's no point in doing it at all.
Yeah,
but there probably is. Like, I shouldn't discount looking for someone to help market Pumpkin Alley. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah,
it's hard to think about too many things at once, and I got a lot of things to think about right now.
I did used to pay for Project Wonderful ads for the Vapors at one point. It did get some clicks. I mean, did it boost my profile much? I don't know. But it did do that, and I mean, I guess I would be willing to do it again. Project Wonderful is dead, and everybody says that like ads are just not that useful anymore. Everyone says that like click through rate and like clicks per mil or whatever it's all shit. Like that's all like stuff from the old internet. It's gone now. It doesn't work anymore. That's what they say.
People don't click on ads, but they do click on things within a social media space. So I guess social media is like the ad place now.
Promoted tweets or whatever.
Not necessarily promoted tweets, but just sort of like people, somebody that you follow liked this thing, and so you see it, and it's like, oh, that looks interesting. That's the new advertising.
But I did just have a genius idea right there. What if I just paid some money to promote my my Phantom's Revenge tweet? Just the one that I have pinned on my fucking, you know,
something to look
timeline.
into, definitely.
Honestly, what if I just dump like I don't know how much do you think that costs? I guess it depends. I'll dump like $500 into it. I don't give a fuck. just see what happens. Probably nothing. Honestly, I think it probably won't be worth the money. But I guess I would know.
I definitely need to learn how to take more risks. Because I don't do that enough in life in general. Like I would think, but it's not probably going to do anything, so I won't do it.
I'm thinking
then I might miss out on like a potential good result. Without
saying too much about it, as I'm trying to get this new secret project-y thing off the ground, make that happen. I keep thinking to myself, why didn't I do this sooner? What was I thinking? Like, what was I waiting for? And the answer is nothing. I'm just an idiot. I'm an idiot, and I'm risk averse, and I'm content to just coast and not take any risks, which is bad, and has led me to stagnate, as I currently am doing. So, I don't know. Maybe we can do something about that. God willing. Yeah. Cool. What do you think? Is it too early for voicemails?
Nah, it's not too early for voicemails.
Well,
Fuck it.
Let's go to some voicemails then.
Oh god, more than 2 pages.
Yeah, they go back to the 3rd page, but a lot of them are really short. Actually, a lot of these are like 1 second long that I'm seeing.
All right.
Looks like the first new one is called "Do You Remember When Digi Said They Want to Have Kids to Watch?"
I remember them saying she wanted to have kids at some point. I don't know what they mean by to watch, like to watch over, to look after.
I think they're suggesting that Trixie said she wants to have kids to like look at them, probably in a perverse sort of way. If that, I don't remember if she said that. I do remember she said she wanted to have kids.
I mean, Trixie said some cringe weirdo shit, but like
she did say
like that's a stretch.
I mean, she did say she likes to see little kids getting fucked. That's true.
Yes,
and
illustrations.
She did say, what was it that like she wanted to have like a little sister to like bring out to a cabin in the woods to like fuck her until she got tired of her and then like murder her or something?
I don't remember that.
Okay. I think she did say that, but I think it was on an Isma, and like I don't think you were supposed to think that like she was being serious.
No, that doesn't sound serious.
Insufferable social media.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the wanting to fuck the little sister was true. The murdering her afterwards was probably an exaggeration.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to make accusations based on. Do you remember that one thing? Like, I don't know.
Look. I mean,
Trixie's weird, but
these are just the facts. These are just the facts. All right. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for the stupid voicemail. That wasn't a voicemail. Next one is a YouTube link. Oh yeah, my favorite seat.
Oh yeah, my favorite seat. Uh-oh. Excuse me, do you mind?
Whoa! Yeah, I don't know this meme.
I guess it's pretty funny.
It's kind of funny.
I guess I enjoyed it, and it was only 9 seconds, so you know, all right. Thanks. Next one is Nate working on the OVA? Probably not. Although he said he's going to.
Well, what does that mean, really?
Well, I mean, he did eventually finish the Brad Garlinghouse. Although, I mean, Victor did leave that comment saying he basically did 99% of it. So I don't actually know how much Nate did, and I don't know why it took him like 4 months to do it.
I mean, it's funny. Nate is not on the show anymore, but he sure is procrastinating.
So I'm gonna say I have not talked to Nate about the OVA. Nate said after the thing was done, he would work on the OVA. I haven't talked to him since that came out, so I'm gonna say probably no. But I will. You know what? I should just get on his case about it. That's what got the music video done. So that's probably what I'll have to do. Yeah. Anyway, that's the answer. Next one is a link.
The PNG. It's Robin. Robin.
It's just a picture of Robin Williams. Wait. You know what?
He's wearing your logo at Gmail. Is that your logo, Ben?
He is wearing like a black shirt with a white heart on it, I guess. So, you know,
he's a big fan.
He was. Rip.
Well, yeah.
Okay, whatever. Next one is called League of Shadow Nate Fuckers. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'd like to take time out of my busy schedule of blowing things up to speak out some accolades. I admire the dedication that the League of Nate Fuckers have presented in order to achieve their goal. I too know what it's like to grow up with no father figure and needing a parasocial relationship with someone to fulfill that void. So continue on your journey, comrades, because we all need a big guy in our lives, and Nate is the best one.
Okay, I guess he's Bane. I guess he was Bane. All right.
All I could think of was like, is he just talking into a cup?
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Next one's a Vokaru. Okay, I'm listening. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I am Mario.
It's Mario.
I jump and I run and I tickle Ben Saint from Ben Saint doesn't laugh when I tickle him in his rear. I hope now Ben Saint will lend me his ear. Ben, why aren't you here? Why aren't you mingling in the pixels? Why aren't you in the overworld listening to the Mario music with me?
I like how Mario is a Call of Duty kid.
Mario! 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 Ben Saint, you're not a gamer. Wahoo! You're not a gamer.
I am a gamer.
Do not trust him. Do not let him in. He will read you. Do not read him.
Do not what him? Read him?
I don't know.
Well,
that Mario was like on voice chat in a Call of Duty match, but also was in Mario at the same time.
I am a gamer, Mario. I'll show you. By listening to this
that voice.
That was pretty good. By listening to this next voicemail, it says, "Happy birthday, Ben." Thanks. A little late, but that's okay. I appreciate it. Next one is a YouTube link. I'll put it in the YouTube.
Oh, it's 20. What is this?
It's in Spanish. Okay, they're trolling us with a 35 minute video. Okay, good one. Next one is, do straws have one hole or two? They have one hole. They're
Yes, topologically they have one hole, but in reality they have two holes.
Stupid.
Because if you were to say, colloquially,
it's like saying a donut has two holes. There's the top hole and the bottom hole. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but they're so close together. A straw, you can turn it upside down and it would feel different. You put your lips on
This
it.
is a bunch of like wishy-washy, like magical thinking, like ooh, crystal energy, like ooh, there's two holes, there's two ends.
It's a colloquial use. It's the use of the word in the real world.
I'm not
refer to a straw with having one hole.
Well,
then they're like, do you mean like there was a pinprick in the side?
You're not making
they wouldn't think you're talking about the top and the bottom entrance and exit.
You're not making me feel very colloquial right now.
Well, maybe you should topologically get fucked.
Yeah, well, I guess that's that. Next one is called, it's a YouTube link. Oh, God.
No, it's just, who cares?
At some point, I think, review tech, I don't know, whatever. At some point, I think I'm just going to stop looking at YouTube links.
I think here's a new policy. If you put a YouTube link and there's no description of the YouTube video in the text, then we're not going to even click on it.
I think I'm probably just not going to click on it. Next one is text only. This Econ dude is fucking annoying, Lamau. Yeah, Econ is obnoxious. He's a contrarian dickhead, and he sucks.
True.
I think I got mad at him because he sent me those obnoxious tweets about, like, Ben, you've gone too far this time, being mean to my baby sister. And I told him, shut the fuck up. And he messaged me on Discord being like, here was the chance. Here was the opportunity that maybe he had to maybe like fix it. He messages me like, that kind of hurt my feelings. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he says, I just don't understand this attitude you have of like this bridge burning attitude. Like, why are you burning all these bridges? As if it's like my fault. As if it's my fault that he had to do that he pissed me off with these obnoxious tweets. It's his fault. He burned the bridge. He burned the bridge by being annoying, by making me hate him. He did it. I'm not apologizing. Like that was it. I was like, I'm done. This attitude is so annoying. I'm just like, please, just leave me alone. So that's it. That's fucking it for that guy. I will destroy him. He asked to be on the show. He was like, well, why don't you, if you really feel so strongly about my little sister, why don't you get me on the show to debate it? No, absolutely not.
God. Fucking debate about it. It's not that sort of a thing.
That's what he wanted. Like, he did all that, and other people said, like, Ben, you're just doing this for attention. You're just doing this for attention. And he was on the boards like, you're just stirring up drama to get attention. And then only to turn around and be like, well, why don't you have me on your podcast to debate it with you? Very funny. Very, very cute.
You see, the thing is you weren't doing it for attention. You were doing it because you're crazy.
What's the word? Accuse the enemy. Accuse the enemy of that which you are guilty. That's what was going on with all that.
Hey Ben, you're cute.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Got me.
Got myself. All right, next one is an Imgur link.
Oh, look, it's Azumi, it's Brunswick. There's you. Is that Clarissa?
Oh, I think...
Or is this some other thing?
I think it's you. I think it's you, me, and Tom. And then Brunswick and Azumi. And I get maybe you are Gungirl, so maybe this is you and Gungirl, or maybe also Clarissa in one entity.
I mean, I assume it's Clarissa. She's just wearing a skirt and has two guns instead of one.
Not tall enough.
Well, there's this drawing.
I think this is meant to be you as Clarissa, or maybe Gungirl. Probably Clarissa. No, it's Clarissa because the hair for sure.
Well, I like it.
Yeah, thank you for the drawing. Next one is hold on.
YouTube. There's 2 YouTube links in a row with no text.
Well, I guess... Yeah, fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, skip it. Next one is, what does Nate think of Picard? I don't know, he probably likes him.
No, I mean, there's the new show, the Picard show.
Oh.
I would imagine Nate, his similar viewpoint to Mike and Rich on Red Letter Media, what they think of it.
Yeah, I think Nate is a big Mike head, so I would assume he probably agrees with Mike. if he even has any opinion about Picard at all.
Yeah, I feel like it's in on the internet sphere, people who know about Picard mostly know about it from Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
Unless they're big Trek fans. And the reviews are not glowing of that show, so I doubt he likes it, but I don't
know. Next one is Star Trek, and then Picard, and then I hear it's really bad, and then 3 YouTube links that I'm not going to click on, and then a Dropbox link. So let's try.
Is that going to work?
Oh, it does work.
Oh, it's the image. It's
the one. Yes. Okay, and it's actually at a resolution this time.
Yes. Thank
Huzzah!
You. Oh,
all right.
Such a big resolution.
Yeah. Wait. Let me.
Look at those. Look at those breasts.
I know, right? All right. So let's go through this. All right. Next voicemail. Please listen all the way through. From I'm serious at please Ben. Lol. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go. I think that's supposed to be you talking. Hey, cough. This is Cool Guy 12. Ben, please don't open the door. The same thing happens every single time you do it, so, yeah. It might help you in the long run if you stop opening the door. Shut the fuck up, you psycho. Like, literally, who are you? Me being a podcaster doesn't give you license to interact with me. Die. Okay.
Wait, what is this about? This is Cool Guy 12? Don't open the door? Was this like a thing that was said?
I don't remember not opening the door. Ben. No, shut your fuck, Gib. But the door
has...
All these online deranged R words think I should listen to anything they have to say. Well, fuck that. I do what I want. Oh no!
Oh, the pigs got in from the door.
There were pigs. Behind the door was full of pigs. I like my hairline. I like my hairline in this one a lot. It's very accurate.
It's like, what if you were a big-titted lady?
Yeah.
And you opened the door and there were pigs. It's what would happen.
I like your little stick figure in the...
With the one, like, detailed hand.
Oh God, yeah. Ugh.
That's a little weird.
This is great. Let's.
Yeah.
This is by someone called New, I guess is the name of this artist.
New. I give you license to draw us like this every single day.
This is joyful. It brings
I love this. Save as.
Finally, a good fucking voicemail.
Finally, a good fucking voicemail. There's no voice involved.
We should just have art mail instead. Skip to the good shit. Thank you. That's awesome. You're very good. You're a very skilled draftsman.
Do you have
or draftswoman or draftswoman?
Do you have if you have like a internet presence where you post art, shout it out because I want to see.
Yeah.
You have good style.
True. Next one is Happy Birthday, Ben. Thanks. Oh God, my fucking I hear my goddamn superintendent screaming out his fucking balcony again. He does this all the time. Hopefully the mic's not picking it up. Lamau.
I think I can hear a little bit of it.
No way.
I heard like something.
That's awesome. Next one is let's just keep going. Next one is
what was he saying? Like Seymour. What was he saying?
I can't hear. He's always just like. Sometimes it's one of the neighbors. Like the neighbors like play their music loud. Sometimes he yells at them. One time he yelled at someone that like stopped in the middle of the street on a one-way street and was blocking traffic. Another time, like some guy came by and like someone was putting up a sign and he yelled at him like, "Don't put up a sign on the whatever." And he's like, "But I have permission from the city council." Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck you doing? You gotta get the fuck out of here! Fucking bullshit! I don't know. It's always something. Anyway, next one is called a question to the guest, Lamau. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why did you agree to appear in this podcast?
They didn't. Nobody did this week.
That would have been a pretty good question if we had a guest. So I feel like that was a bit of a waste. That's too bad. Good.
We'll
good
ask
try.
it next time. We'll confront them when they're on and we're having a nice chat and it's all going well, and we'll say, "Oh, why the fuck are you here? Actually, what are you, insane?"
And they'll say, "I'm sorry," and we'll say, "It's too late. Craig is recording. You can't escape.
You're fucking dead."
Fucking dead. We have unleashed the hogs. They are at your door now. Open your front door and let the pigs in. Next one is called "This is Ethan Ralph, and this is how I talk." 3, 2, 1, go.
Trixie, the dumbass bitch. I don't care about your dumbass anime podcast, your procrastinators. You will not indoctrinate my son. I see that you've had him been sending you messages. I don't care what they're about. My son will be brought up and learned it, indoctrinated, learned and taught.
You know what this sounds like?
Taught, he's my son.
This sounds like Liquid Chris.
I'm looking at you.
This sounds like Liquid Chris's Chris Chan impersonation.
Yeah, I don't know why you talk like that. It don't sound very American. I'll have my way with your upbringing. Yeah, I was distracted by my boy looking at me. My boy Ethan Ralph Jr., twin to my daughter. I was hoping to keep his identity under wraps and make him
but I leaked it in a
voicemail. But it looks like your perverted little anime podcast has gone on ruined him. So
sorry
now I'm
about
taking
that.
my phone away. He ain't gonna touch it no more. I don't know how he even got a hold of it in the first place. Yeah, your cute little ninja stick isn't gonna freak me out, kid. I'm looking padlock his crib now. God damn. Don't be too hard on him. I just love food and folks, and I thought he liked that.
Jesus. Was that May at the end, or was that a child?
I thought that was the baby.
I thought, yeah, maybe it was the baby. Well, there's another one that's also called "This is Ethan Ralph, and this is how I talk." So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So my wife, May, told me it ain't
I knew
Trixie's anime podcast no more. It's Trixie's ex-boyfriend Ben Saint's podcast. I don't care what commie ass Ben Saint. What's Ben Saint even do? He makes comics.
Making a book.
Ben Saint, keep your comic ass.
Ethan,
artistic,
please promote.
Autistic, I don't care.
Please,
keep your hands, your podcast away from my kid. Damn it.
Ethan, please promote the Slime and Punishment Kickstarter on the Kill Stream. Thank you. I love you. Next one is called "My Revenge Might Take Longer Than Expected, but It Will Be Hat." 3, 2, 1, go.
Ben Saint-san, I am hiding from my father. He's finally went to sleep, and he sets his phone down. He couldn't lock a crib if his life depended on it. I will still come for you and kill you.
No, please.
Until next time.
Roseanne.
Was that some other person? I feel like that was different from the last baby voice.
Yeah, I think it was just someone else. I think it was just serendipitous timing. I mean, well, Ethan.
Maybe they were just whispering.
Ethan locked the crib, but then later in the evening, the child escaped. With their little ninja stick, as Ethan put it, using it as a pole vault. Next one is an Imager link. What do we got?
Oh my god, it's Robot Twilight Sparkle.
Oh, okay. It says context in voicemail.
Next voicemail.
In next voicemail?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a Vokaroo, so let's do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Project Second Twilight, experiment number 6. %, 90%, 100%. Charging complete. Testing basic chassis functions. Chassis seems to be functioning perfectly. Starting the upload sequence. Upload complete. Speak. Twilight Sparkle. Voicemail is being recorded.
Hello, PCP. President Twilight Sparkle.
The cerebral cortex was fried. It seems current processors simply don't have enough capacity to handle the script. Fucking old man. He just had to get in my way. Project Second Twilight has failed. I will consult the Great Lamp.
Do you know what's going on?
I don't know who's talking. There's a shadow in this image of somebody who, I suppose, set up Second Twilight, which was a failure for some reason. And they sliced their head off.
Oh,
I really like all of the effort that's going into this. It's like an avant-garde radio play, radio show, and we're getting snippets of it in voicemails on a Pro Crastinators podcast.
Oh, she's got a little light bulb for a horn. That's cute. Little tiny light bulb. I'm trying to look at this. Look at her horn.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a little filament bulb. I'm looking at the shadow, trying to.
It's got a body, it's got an arm, so it's a humanoid figure. It looks like it's got butterfly wings.
Yeah, I think that's a butterfly wing. And then is it like an animal head with like big like tall Anubis ears? I thought that thing was like the other set of wings, like sideways. Like it would mostly be like a straight line. Maybe. Well, there's more voicemails, so
yes.
Let's do it. We got the next one. Sorry, I gotta fucking post the Vocaroo. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Make sure you are undetected. Old man possesses ancient art of crabomancy. If crabs attack you under his direct control, you are dead. Wonder how did I found this place? Well, it's a long story. It involved watching a lot of TikToks from local area, analyzing their audio and some triangulation. Hey, don't sleep on me. I see, you got the visual on the crabs. Good job, Agent Squill. Is the escape route secure?
That's an agent pig.
Good. Commence Operation Crab Eater. Metal Machine's blood injection started. Go to town on them, Squill.
I can't tell if this is related to the previous voicemail.
Wow. This is great. I don't really understand.
but
like,
but I'm enjoying it anyway.
It's like an epic, like, alright, this pig is going on a secret mission and is getting a Metal Gear Solid call to do something about it, eating a crab. And the old man was the one who said Twilight will no longer be doing voicemails. Maybe that's the old man there? The shadow of him?
I thought I was the old man.
No. Remember, like, the robotic old man AI voice. It's like, I'm Twilight's grandfather.
Oh, right.
It's like, Twilight, you're grounded. You're not allowed to do voicemails on the Pro Crastinators podcast anymore. They suck, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. But yeah, that's probably
and she was
really
crying.
important.
She cried about it. Maybe she's like, this is the Rukia save Rukia arc.
Save
Twilight
Rukia?
is in Bleach, you know, when everyone goes to save Rukia from execution?
No, I don't know about that.
You do not know Bleach?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Wow, I thought you at least had heard a bit about it.
No, not really. I know it's about being a Shinigami or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's an arc where Rukia, one of the main characters, is
it the girl with the black hair?
The girl with the black hair in front of her face.
Yeah.
The strand. And
yeah.
She's like, you broke the rules by giving a human the powers of a Shinigami. Now you must die. And then Ichigo and everyone was like, that's our friend. Let's invade Soul Society and take her back. And it's like the coolest arc ever.
I see. Yeah, that's probably what's going on.
Well, that was what I was thinking. Is like Twilight is like locked up and by the old man, and now there's like a pig going around like doing missions to try and help her. I have no idea.
I think that makes sense. That's more or less what I'm getting out of it. Yeah. Okay. There's another one. This one's 2 minutes long, and it better be worth it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
The War on the Old Man arc final episode, Twilight's Revenge.
The time has come.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Is that a miracle build?
Yes, and I will meet you with it.
Foolish girl. Miracles suck in Dark Souls.
Why'd you make her build one then?
It looks like a time to teach you a lesson. Good dodging, granddaughter. But where are your miracles?
I don't need them to beat you.
Investing stats and not using them. Foolishness.
We're just hearing a Dark Souls battle.
Look at how squishy you are with all the points in faith and attunement.
Wait,
it's not over yet.
Is the grandfather in Dark Souls?
Okay, enough toying. Ultimate attack. The ravenous crabs. No way. She is rolling through them all.
Take that.
Oh my god.
Look at you. One shot. This is what you get for not leveling vigor. Wait. Why do I hear boss music?
Breath of the Gods.
But how did you survive?
Tears of Denial. Leave you with 1 HP after fatal attack. You can say, it was a miracle.
Who is the mysterious imposter? Will Twilight Sparkle finally get the voice grail? Or is there a greater danger looming at the horizon? Next week, everything will be revealed in the grand final of the Twilight Sparkle show.
Oh, yeah.
Now
that was based.
That was based. Now I'm even less sure if those other voicemails had anything to do with this actually. But maybe
the crab thing.
Maybe we'll
failed.
find. No, he mentioned crabs, so yeah, they did.
No, I mean like the crabs were supposed to be eaten by the pig, but the pig, there was a big fight, and I don't even know what happened to him. Maybe the pig died, and he didn't get to eat all the crabs.
Oh no, she's rolling through. She's rolling through all the crabs. How could this be?
This is great sound design.
Yeah, I can't wait for the big final, as the auto voice put it. Like very excited. Next voicemail is Ben's weekly reminder: play Deltarune Chapter 2. Okay, I will. Next one is, is it a Twitter link?
There's also a voice.
Oh
mail.
yeah.
But yeah, the link.
The Twitter link is to and done. Damn, she looks nice in it.
Well, it's probably related to what the voicemail is.
Oh, this is her draw her OC in the Pizza Hut apron. Lamau. Okay, let's listen to the voicemail. 3, 2, 1, go.
Drinking Moth here again. I don't put pronounce in the bio, so I see how one can assume that I go by he from my toxic shitposting 4chan habits. But I go by they. I must punish you for misgendering me. Kills you and vores you.
Both ways then.
Cannibalism, ho. Speaking of price lists, maybe I should cut my own down. I have no idea if it's the reach issue or cost issue. I can easily go for extremely low price and blow up the entire art market. But that would be kinda shitty on me. Maybe I should just post some boobies I've been drawing IDK. And since I am here, let me show my little baby.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Art is bad. You should stop making it. Everyone should right now. It's a mistake.
No, post the boobies.
It will never make you any money. It will never serve the whims of capital. You will be obliterated, just like David Firth. You see that thing David Firth posted?
Oh, he got his Wikipedia article deleted because it hadn't been updated in a while, which is stupid. It goes against the idea of archiving information.
Yeah. Does that like normally happen? Is that usual? Like if an article doesn't get updated enough, it gets destroyed?
Wait, no, I don't think it was updation. I think it was just like
it was notability.
Hadn't been looking at it. It wasn't notable.
Yeah.
But like I don't know whether like everything stops being notable with time, surely.
Totally insane. Yeah, what's the point of a fucking of an encyclopedia? And they're like, no one's looked that up in a while. Delete it.
Yeah, like it's an archive of so much stuff. It's so stupid that could ever happen. I understand they have servers that they're filled with stuff and they need to pay for them, but like that's not the answer.
Mere weeks ago, I was watching Smiling Friends and I went, "Oh my god, it's David Firth's voice. He's the shrimp." Oh! So he's notable to me. And man, if David Firth isn't notable, then like fuck, what hope do the rest of us have?
Well, it's just, like, I don't know, nobody has looked up his Wikipedia in a while, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I guess
like,
by whatever metric Wikipedia uses to decide these things.
I just feel like that sets a precedent that would ruin Wikipedia in general. When people feel like they can't put things on Wikipedia for fear of, like, lack of interest being removed, like, nobody would make articles.
Yeah. If, like, I need to be certain that like people will still be actively like looking at this like 10 years from now, and otherwise I just won't even write it.
They'd put it on like other sites. I guess Wikia is not technically Wikipedia, right? It's like a different site.
Yeah.
People update those and keep those updated. They're mostly for like fan things.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, but I mean, people like having that information available. And I think it should be for everyone always.
I agree. It's fucked up. It's just really fucked up. Yeah, he said like he basically made the argument that like what you're doing is saying that like, you know, like corporate backed artists, like no, like I don't know, his tweets said something about like, you know, like the list of like companies you worked for is like where your notability comes from, and like the fact that he's been indie his whole career means that he doesn't get like articles written about him by like corporations or something, or he doesn't get he doesn't get like corporate push. And that's what is the difference between him and someone who is quote unquote notable. So it's like a capitalism money thing, which he maybe makes me feel sick to my stomach. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Drinking moth. And
nice Cyclops.
Baby.
Nice
Yes.
Cyclops dog. Nice pizza dress. It is a nice dress. Next one is called Artists Are Cool and I'm Jealous. 3, 2, 1, go.
God, artists are so fucking cool.
Wrong.
Imagine being able to just like create art.
It sucks.
Fucking mind-blowing. You could like do anything if you could do that.
No, take
Crazy.
this power away from me.
I think that if somebody finds the idea of creating to be cool, it's only a matter of time before they spend some time learning a skill and then become an artist themselves. So I would encourage this person to try something out.
Sure. Yeah. All I'm saying though is like
It is cool being able to make like whatever you want visually or in whatever medium. I like being able to draw because if I want to, I can draw a character.
No.
And then there they are in front of me.
No, I disagree.
I think it's based.
I used to be like this idiot. I used to think, wow, if I could draw stuff, I could create any image my little heart desired. I could, and my dreams could become reality. I could make such works of such breathtaking beauty that everyone would be stunned. And then I learned to draw, and now I can draw, and now I realize, like, yeah, I guess I can just make anything. I can draw whatever I want, and none of it matters or means anything at all. And actually, all that other art that I saw that was cool, that was also just some nonsense. Just like anything I might create myself. It's all crap.
You're just bitter and destroyed, Ben. Look what I made.
Oh, Ben, you're just bitter and destroyed. That's why you're saying all this. Yeah, look. Yeah, and
look what I made just a few hours ago. I made a Task Manager and Rayman sex image. Look at them go. They both don't have certain limb parts.
This is am I don't know what point you think you're making here.
I'm making the point that I could envision this and I made it. And it doesn't have to be super beautiful, but I could do it and it does exist now. And it's funny.
You don't
like Rayman doesn't have arms. Task Manager from Deltarune doesn't have arms.
Let me
stuff.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm being totally serious, and I'm not trying to be flippant. You don't like think of something like this, and then think, oh, I could draw it, and then you draw it, and then here it is, and you don't look at it and go, well, okay, I guess. You don't just be like, well, I guess I drew it, and now what? Nothing. Okay.
No, I don't think that.
Hmm.
Sometimes I do when I'm like, I didn't manage to actually make what I thought I could make in my head.
It's not even about whether the drawing comes out good or not. Like, even if the drawing comes out good, it's like, well, there it is. Anyway, I'm moving on.
I'm still like, I like it still.
Well, good for you, I guess.
You're just bitter and destroyed, Ben. You've got to re-vitalize. It's like WALL-E. You got that little seed. The entire world is turned into cubes. You got to plant that seed. I forget exactly how it goes.
What? I don't understand.
Do you remember WALL-E, where he's a little robot?
I remember he had the little seed,
and he had to protect it to regrow the Earth.
Yeah.
Your life is a wasteland of cubes, Ben. You've got to get that seed.
I gotta get that seed, Ben. You gotta seek the seed. I have a seed. The seed is Slime and Punishment, the book. That's my seed.
Nurture that.
Huh?
You gotta nurture it.
I'm trying. I am. I mean that is my little seed right now. And it'll be nice if it is successful.
I really like that as a like comeback, because like your life is a wasteland of cubes.
You're just bitter and destroyed, and your life is a wasteland of cubes. Like, well, what of it?
What of it? What of
it? Next voicemail is
YouTube link. So no.
Oh yeah, skipping. Next one is called Pussiest. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, please, Mr. Saint Man, don't engage in social misconduct on the internet. You'll hurt someone's feelings.
My little sister might cry. She might cry on stream, and then I'll have to pay her money to make her feel better. But please, I can't afford it. Please, Benson, you're putting me under such financial strain. I agree with this voicemail. Next one is called Will China Invade Taiwan? Yup.
Yeah. I don't know when, but as soon as they can.
Is that a real answer?
I think so. I mean, they want it.
Oh.
It's just they're gonna grab it. They took Hong Kong violently.
Wait, like recently?
Don't you remember the Hong Kong riots?
Well, that wasn't about China like taking it by military force.
No. It's not the same. But like, China has had its eyes on Taiwan and wants to like bring it back into the fold in a very similar way to Russia and Ukraine.
I was going to say, are they going to do? I actually had not really heard anything about this, but
they've wanted it for a long time, and I think unless the only thing that would stop them at the moment is Russia completely being destroyed by the world not being friends with them because of the Ukraine thing. And China might be like, okay, well, we've got to be careful about taking Taiwan. Look bad.
Like if the consequences for Russia are really bad, then China might think twice about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They
still want it, but I don't know.
Yeah. But God, I have no take on this. Next one is what happened to Vic? Well, I mean, I think he just lives in Virginia. And
he's doing.
I think him and Nate hang out sometimes, maybe.
I wouldn't know.
But he did post the I edited 99% of this on the music video, which is funny, I guess. I don't know. I was not aware of that. I don't know. He's just there, man. He's just hanging out, living, I guess. Don't know. That's all I got. Next one is called #taking a dump. I can't wait. 6 seconds long. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Yeah. Now that's bringing us back to the old voicemail that I remember. No. That's classic.
Terrible.
Next one is called I Can Do the Dojin in Finger Paint. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Ben, I'm listening to last week's episode, and y'all are talking about the Dojin a lot, and like how expensive it is. And I know you want a specific style.
It's not that it's expensive. But
like, why don't you do it? Other than, is it just style? You don't think you can accurately do the style, or like you don't want to draw yourself getting like fucked in the butt by your brother, or I don't understand.
There's no scenes like that. It's not like explicit.
Or are there? Buy the book and find out.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Wait, what was that last? Hang on, I missed his last. Stop playing Hades. Stop grooming children. Draw a comic. One, I don't think my style would. I don't think I could match what Ed did that well. 2, I kind of just don't want to. Like, I kind of have other things I need to be doing, like putting the book together and doing my secret project. I don't really want to spend the time on it. So, like, and also I don't think I'm a great match. So for these 2 reasons, I don't really want to do it myself. I can't find I had a couple people ask if they could do it, and like, I don't know. I'm really looking for someone. They said like, I'm really looking for someone who's like normal drawing style is like it looks kind of like that. I found a couple like sort of ish matches on Tapas.
Did you message the one that Oblivion Fall suggested?
No. I still have that tab open. I think they're too. I'll message them just in case, or them. I don't know what they are. I'll message them just in case, but I think they're too big. I don't think they're gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Next one is called Spaghetti Toast for Breakfast is Weird. 3, 2, 1, go.
The restaurant you were talking about that does fast food spaghetti, I believe that is Jollibee, but McDonald's does spaghetti in a lot of different areas also. McDonald's has tried to do a bunch of weird foods, and yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a Kickstarter that was done last year about unique McDonald's. I kickstarted it. It's cool. I hope it comes out soon.
A Kickstarter for unique McDonald's?
Yeah, what? Yeah, kickstarting what exactly?
Like people for McDonald's to make it again? How do you kickstart that?
I did see the Quentin Reviews video about themed McDonald's. Did you see that?
Nope.
It's sort of I think it's called like a eulogy for themed McDonald's because they sort of like stopped existing. Yeah, I don't know what the Kickstarter would be for in this context. That's a little strange. Spaghetti toast does sound weird for breakfast. If that's like a specific breakfast menu item, I would think that was pretty funny. But I guess I'd try it. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, next one is called I'm in Love with Oblivion Fall. 3, 2, 1, go.
I want to say this in like a nice way, and I hope it doesn't come off as like making fun of Oblivion Fall. But the way Oblivion Fall says like the TH sound for the, and he says the, and then like father is the cutest fucking thing in the world, and I wish nothing but good things for Oblivion Fall because of this. And I love Oblivion Fall because of this. I just want Oblivion Fall to talk to me so much more often. Can Oblivion Fall be on the podcast more?
He does.
I don't care what they say. I just want them to talk.
He does kind of say the soft TH as an F. That's true.
I've never noticed that. Wait,
I have noticed it once or twice. It's fine.
Do a voice. Do an Oblivion Fall voice.
Well, it's not. There's not much to it other than like oi Ari, oi, give me the toast whiff spaghetti for breakfast. Lads, I live in England where we eat spaghetti at McDonald's. We call it oi vey, governor. Oi vey, governor. We call it a McRoyale with cheese over here.
Okay, I do think I recognize that F sound.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it, but I think
sometimes it's fine. You know who else does it, and they don't talk like Oblivion Fall at all, but they also kind of do that, is Gamers Tavern, also kind of... No.
Gamers Tavern
he does like
does like SH instead of a CH.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm mixing them up.
Like oh, you change your clothes, you change your clothes.
Take a chance. Take a chance on this lottery, please. Buy a scratch ticket. He's selling scratch tickets on the street corner, by the way. That's his day job. Okay, next one is a YouTube link that I won't click, but there is also a voicemail attached. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Oblivion Fall, good job on the Patreons. I'm your biggest fan. I listen to you all the time and know all the lyrics without looking of the cum zones. Oh, he's not here.
Got him. You're absolutely right.
It's a good anticipation.
Okay, I did click the YouTube link because he actually left a voicemail, and it is it's this.
It's a YouTube short.
Wait, it's just, you gotta put the HTTP colons. It's some like anime music.
Hey, Oblivion Fold, do you like Metal Gear? I don't know if they do.
Okay. Oh God, no! Shut up. It keeps playing in my headphones for some reason. Next one is called Now I Get It. 3, 2, 1, go.
And yeah, just now I realized the not putting your context but the name of the message as a title. Just now I'm getting it. And thanks for the clout, Deb.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Next one is a YouTube link. Nope. Skipping.
Nope.
Nope. Next one is called Ben no Saint-san must seppuku over this. Well, we'll see about that. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so despite you all putting Samurai Sama in the top 10 voicemail characters, he's not in the voice grail. He's not in the voice grail document.
Oh.
What is wrong with the world?
That's pretty stupid.
Put him on there. Come on.
Wait. There were some people in the comments. Some people pointed out some really obvious people that I had forgotten to include.
Yeah, both of us.
There was a Erare, aka
Erare, yep.
Erare, aka Prepare for the Bear.
Prepare for the Bear, and that whole saga that I don't even know what to call it. What happened?
The sea creatures saga, I guess. I don't know.
It feels in the same vein as the Robo Twilight arc.
Oh, Kyle and Funny Man.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
No, I think Kyle and Funny Man deserves the shout out. Oh, I see ABZQ comments, your RSS feed stopped updating. I have not figured it out. I just am... I don't want to learn a new skill. I don't want to learn a new skill to do that. Oh, Doid Gazers. Doid Gazers also... I don't know if Doid Gazers is up there. Yeah, I don't know if he's top 10. But he's...
I don't know if I would. I mean... It's... I feel like it's drama, like, tainted to me.
Oh,
and that's,
whatever.
I'm sort of predisposed against it, but like, I don't know. That's just me.
Pshaw. Next one is called Hey Ben. You know what? We should put...
Well, what I mean by that is I just prefer like the creative stuff.
I get it. I don't agree, but I understand what you're saying. I understand why you feel that way.
I like the song they made. That was good.
They made a whole album.
The album.
They made a whole album, dog.
Well,
it's pretty good. I was just saying,
it's
pretty good, in my opinion. Yeah, I get it. Next one is called Hey Ben. 3, 2, 1, go. Thanks.
There's nothing there.
Next one is YouTube. Skip. And then next we have Slime Times Weekend Update, and there's 2 parts, so let's do part 1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good day to cool killers and rowdy ruffians. Welcome back to the Slime Times Weekend Update. The past weeks have seen a lot of movement, and your reporter will take you through them now at a speedy pace. Elections for community mods are happening, and one of the leading entrants is Rowdy Loom, who runs on a platform of banning cop killer Ben Saint from the server and then resigning herself.
I saw that.
Skateboards have been introduced as weapons and allow you to do sick kickflips with the skate command. Killer game dev Crank is organizing an RFCK wrestling match using the character creator in WWE 2K22. Juvie dev Zugarush created a bot that would automatically post tweets from Lakacom's Slime Twitter onto the Twitter platform of Earth1218.
I saw the Slime
almost
Twitter
immediately
bot.
got locked for going after such people as Elon Musk and notable boy band BTS.
Is that
Wanna
is
come
that
look
why?
At the ashes? The account is at EW Slime Tweeting.
Yeah,
I saw that. I followed it just because of the meme. and the idea that like I could see what Discord players were saying, but on my Twitter feed. It was just an amusing like technology thing. Because I guess they said a lot of weird stuff amongst them.
I didn't really
Maybe they got banned for words.
I didn't really see a lot of their tweets. Like in RFCK, there is a channel called Slime Twitter, and if you have a gel phone, you can make slime tweets in Slime Twitter, and they will show up, and anyone else with a gel phone can see them. So they made a bot. Zug made a bot, I guess, that like automatically like tweeted all those tweets onto Twitter. And I really, did they get banned because they went after Elon Musk and BTS? That seems stupid.
I don't know.
That doesn't seem. There must be more to it than that. I mean,
maybe
there's a lot,
because it's like
a lot of stuff on there.
Twitter algorithm is like, oh, this is a new account and it's saying some random shit and adding people, must be a bot, which it literally is.
I mean, but there's lots of accounts that are openly bots, though.
Yeah, I would assume it's just maybe somebody just used words that Twitter didn't like. I don't know what words. I didn't see anything particularly bad, but I wasn't looking at everything.
I didn't. I don't know. I was sad to see it banned. That sucks. I kind of thought it was pretty funny, actually. Next one is part 2. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Finally, the annual Rowdy Brick Night has occurred once again. And once again, rowdies threw hundreds of bricks into killer apartments, likely racking up thousands of V-Bucks in property damage and temporarily making the bot pass out.
V-Bucks.
Present for this occurrence was also a mysterious but immediately well-liked little lady by the name of Alley Oop, whom some may know from critically acclaimed webcomic Bill Jape by girl boss artist Gibb and Take. We don't know how she got here, but we cherish her already. Rowdy Demodunk even gave her a special brick as a keepsake. All in all, creativity seems to this reporter at an all-time high in the Endless War community as of late. I mean, what's next? An official RFCK VTuber?
No!
Anyways, that's it for now, and remember, the slime time is the best time.
That's so nice. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've like pretended to be some of my own characters sometimes. I mean, in RFCK, I was the Lord of Ghosts, and then I was Redman, and then I had my Gungirl account.
Oh.
The fact that somebody is going around being Alley-Oop is amazing, and I love that.
I was, that reminds me, I was writing the footnotes for the book, and I wanted to ask, Redman and Gungirl were not originally RFCK characters. They weren't created, like, for RFCK, were they?
I'm trying to remember. I think no. I think I just drew I was just drawing some bullshit. I came up with this guy called Redman.
Yeah.
And then
I remember you just coming up with him, and he's just a guy.
He's based on, like, a little image of a red face that looks
funny. Oh, that's right.
That I had as my avatar for a bit. And Gungirl was just like, what if there was a fight? Who would Redman fight? I know, Gungirl. She's a girl with a gun.
Oh, I didn't know that was the idea.
I think one of the first
Redman's like
images...
natural enemy, like the Survivor to his Zangoose.
Let me find it as an image. God, was it 2018? How long ago was this? Actually, you know what? I don't know what came first. Here's the first image of Gungirl. It's like Bale Jape with gun. That was the tagline of this little poster.
Yeah.
Because I used Punk's hairstyle again.
Yeah.
And then, where's the one where it's Redman? Gungirl vs. Redman. I should check by date created.
Is this on Twitter you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at my files.
Oh.
Date created.
Yeah, I got to. I was making footnotes on the scene with Redman playing guitar on the Longfellow Bridge, and I was making footnotes trying to explain like who Redman and Gungirl are, and I was like, where did they actually come from exactly?
Okay, so it was all on the same day, the 28th of November, 2018, and it was like late night, so 40 minutes past midnight, I came up with this Gungirl. Then the next one was this. Redman vs. Gungirl.
Wait, is that the first Redman?
I don't think that's the first Redman.
Because I remember he was based on that red... Didn't we... Hold on. I think you did have, like, the red face as, like, your avatar, like, your Discord avatar. Like, in RFCK, maybe. And I feel like Redman came from you using that red face, or I could be wrong about that.
It came from that red face, that is true. I just don't know when...
Yeah.
When that all happened.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, no, this must have been what it is. I can't find the first Redman image, I'm looking. But it must have been a while before. But I guess I had Redman.
This Redman looks great in this poster, though. I love it.
Yeah. I had the Redman, and then I just someday came up with Gungirl and thought, I wonder what her deal is. And then I decided she fights Redman.
Yeah.
And then later, they became the Rowdy and Killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
2.
Okay, so their origins are a little bit unclear, but I think I get the. Honestly, it's really tempting as I go through page after page. It's tempting to write like a full fucking page of shit about like every single one of these pages. Sometimes I have to restrain myself. Like damn. Well, there was one. Yeah, there's one when Phantom Horn is complaining about capitalism. I sort of had to keep myself from going on a whole like speculative like Phantom Horn's like family life growing up. What is his exposure to capitalism like? What is the economy in Equestria based on? Do they socialize medicine in Equestria? Stuff. There was another one that I was... Oh, yeah, there's a part where there's a plaque on the mine entrance that commemorates Slime Investigator, which was a character from Canny's ARG. And, like, I didn't think it was necessary to like actually explain all like what happened with that ARG, but like there was a lot to it. I don't even remember all the details. There's a lot you could say, but I had to be like, I'm not going to go into all the details right now. I could, but I don't want to spend like a whole page explaining that. Just know that that's what this is a reference to. Part of me just thinks it would be cool to just have like 20, 30, 40 pages of notes. And another part of me is like, that's gonna drive the cost of the book up, actually. That's gonna make
It really will.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just have really small text.
I could just make it really small. Honestly, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it being too long, because I can just make the text really small if I want to. That's the only reason I should not make it too long is if it's like tedious or off topic or not interesting. But like anything that's I don't see why not include more, because it's all indexed by page. You don't have to read all of it if you don't want to. Although if you don't know anything, if you're reading the book and you don't understand what's going on at all, you probably should just read all the footnotes in order, because they do kind of explain as you go, like, what is Endless War? Okay, who is Phantom Horn? Like what is Nightstar, etc., etc. Yeah, so it probably would be beneficial for some people to read all the footnotes, actually. Yeah, okay. That's a little tangent there I just went on. Anyway, that was huh?
I'm looking through my things still. I want to find the first Redman.
Oh, right. Actually, we just got a last minute voicemail here. Do you want to find the first Redman before we?
Oh yeah, I found an image, but it turns out the first drawn. This is the day after all those gungirl ones. Where Redman took a selfie. I guess I had the avatar for a while, and I didn't think to make him a character until I invented gungirl.
Huh.
So that's I maybe had been like role playing as like, oh, I'm Redman, I'm red. Why is the Redman red? I eat blood. Like I made it all up on the spot.
Yeah. Was that in RFCK though?
That would have been in RFCK. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it was? Lord of Ghosts was excised from the city. I had to change my character.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So I couldn't be the Lord of Ghosts anymore. I was no longer role playing as that. I changed my avatar to Redman, and it became Redman. I don't really remember exactly what happened after that, but the first drawing was Gungirl. I did not draw Redman before I made Gungirl.
That is actually interesting. I might go back and I might make a little bit of mention of that in my notes because I think that's pretty funny. I think the only explicit like Lord of Ghosts reference in Slime and Punishment is the way that Anti-Slime looks. So I guess I'll probably mention him around that time when they're in the sewers. He needs to get discussed at least a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, very interesting. Lamau, this fucking selfie picture. It's like lopsided arms. Okay, we got one last minute voicemail. It's a Vocaroo link. If you're ready.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, it's your boy Fatcock69 here, yo.
Fatcock
So my friend recommended me this podcast, the PCP podcast. Yo, listening to that shit. This is pretty fucking entertaining, bro. Yo, this is some funny shit. Anyway, I appreciate you listening to my voicemail. Yo, I'm the Fatcock69. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Yo.
No.
Do not trust him. Do not let him in. He will read you. Do not read him. His voice is ash. His air is dead. You must not breathe it in. You must not comprehend. The vapor is dreaded vapor.
True!
That was great.
That was great. That reminded me... Well, the dreaded vapor reminds me of a dwarf fortress mega beast that might have deadly vapor. But that reminded me of... You've played a Space Funeral, right?
No, actually.
Oh, well,
I heard about it. I watched, I think, a video or two about it.
Well, the part in the blood caverns when you fight the blood ghoul in the blood caverns, everything is red. It's probably where Redman comes from being honest. Ancestral home. Everything in the blood caverns is red, and there's this like spoken word poem that is the background music. It sounds somewhat like that. It's a poem about like a bat like killing itself, like bruising itself to death, trying to fly or something. When the low, heavy sky weighs like a lid on the spirit, etc., etc. Thanks for the voicemail. No, you can trust me. No, you can read me. Nah, just read me, bro. Nah, my vapor's okay. It's fine.
Are they talking about you? I thought they were like talking about some as of yet unseen creepy danger lurking in the future.
Well, we had that other one that Mario said don't. Oh, were they not talking about me? Are they prophesying some other?
That's what I interpreted.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe I mean you said I have vapor. Is that like a reference to my comic that I made of that name?
Do not read Ben Saint. Do not read the vapors.
I think now I'm not sure. That's what I thought they were talking about. Well,
we'll see.
I guess we'll never know. I guess when something bad happens, we'll see who we blame it on. All right, I guess that's the end. That's the last voicemail. Finally. Since it's the end of the episode, I will take this moment to grovel before our audience and ask, please, we didn't charge you for March. Please give us some money so I won't feel so sad about that. It cost me like $1,000. Ah! Help.
Yep.
I know I said I had money earlier in the podcast. But poor Gib though. But poor Gib is the one who's really suffering. Don't do it for me. I'm evil. I bully young baby girls on Twitter. But Gib deserves better than to be destituted.
It's so true. So true of you to say that.
It is so true.
Patreon.com/The Procrastinators.
Yes, please. Thank you. 5 new bonus. 5 or 4? I think it's 5. 4?
I forget, but I think it was 4.
I think it's 4. It's 4 new bonus episodes. 4 new behind the scenes bonus episodes. Some of them are pretty funny. I listened to them, and there's some funny stuff in there. It's worth your time. It's worth your $5.
It's worth your time. It's worth your money.
And all that other, obviously all the
We're
previous...
very, very funny.
Yeah, it's good. And obviously all the previous bonus episodes and the Radcon commentary and documentary and all of that stuff. All right.
Yes. Also the Minecraft server. If
and
you would like
yes,
to hop on the Minecraft server and make some fun stuff.
Of course.
Or
and
catch Pokemon, or both.
And we will. I think we said we would do one last week. We'll do another stream soon. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe we can show off some builds that maybe some new members have done. Who knows? Marin did say that after we talked about the Minecraft server, I think an episode or 2 ago, that like some people reached out who wanted to get involved in that, which is pretty fun. So
yeah.
All right, that's gonna do it for this week's PCP. Thanks, Patreon. Have mercy. Okay.
Yes. Thanks. Goodbye.
Yes.
The end.
And goodbye. Sorry, I apologize for this ending. Bye.
Bye. I don't.
Okay.